Hey guys, it's Siobhan with ToKittyandBeyond. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I did any recordings, and I apologize that I was absent for the entire month of December and didn't put out any monthly horoscope readings. I've been going through some major transitions and changes in my life, and I felt like I needed a little break to reassess what it is that I want and where it is that I'm going. I'm getting prompted very heavily by Spirit at this time to reignite my passion for tarot, as I've not been connecting as deeply as I could have been in the past month or so. So here I am, I'm back. Thank you all for your patience. This is going to be a general reading for the year, which I have never done before, but I was prompted to do. So we'll be looking at past, present, and future energies for 2019. And we are currently in the process right now, as I'm filming this, of going through the Capricorn new moon solar eclipse. So this is a big one. This is a big transition. We're going through a lot of changes, especially where it relates to career, drive, motivation, discipline, and our goals. So that is especially what's being triggered for me, hence me being back here and doing this for you guys, because this is what I love to do. And I did get a little bit discouraged of my own accord. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Oh, and I also wanted to mention that I'm not currently taking personal readings right now. So for those who have reached out to me, I apologize for not getting back to you. I was just really overwhelmed. I'm going to get regrounded and I'm going to get recentered, and I will be opening up personal readings, but I will let you guys know when that is. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm going to be using 4 decks today. 4, I just realized, is the number of stability, so I guess that's what I'm craving right now. So let's work with that. We've got the Psychic Tarot by John Holland, I believe. Anyways, I'll link these all below, and the Rider-Waite, the Angel Oracle, and the Romance Angel Oracle as well. So this will be 2019. It's going to touch on everything from general, career, romance, all that stuff. So we'll see what comes up, but I'm going to start with, okay, they want me to start with this one. So how have you guys been doing? I hope everybody's been doing well. Oops, that was not a good shuffle. And I hope that your New Year and your Christmas was fantastic. Mine had some ups and downs, but overall, very positive, very healing. Lots of healing, lots of triggers coming up, lots of activations, physical symptoms, mental symptoms, emotional symptoms for sure. Okay, this one wants to come out, and I saw it on the bottom of the deck while I was shuffling as well, and now it's being resistant and wanting to come out. So this is the Authority card, this is the Divine Masculine, this is the Emperor. So again, a 4. So this is about stability, which is what we're being faced with right now. We're being faced with our own instability and where we need to become more stable and more balanced, more grounded, rooted, and secure. So this is also male dominant energies. That being said, we all have both the female and the male polarities within us. So this is what's coming up both in the males as well as the females. This is rebalancing the patriarchy. This is rebalancing our social structure, as well as the energies and the polarities within ourselves, bringing them into harmony in a balanced and loving way, rather than having, because in the negative sense, the Emperor can be controlling, manipulative, seeking for power, seeking to control, basically. Yeah, so I already said that. But in the positive sense, on the light side of the masculine, because everything has a shadow and a light side, but on the light side, the masculine is generous, kind, fair, authoritative, but from a loving and compassionate place, not seeking for power out of control, but seeking for power to assist and be of service, to help others, and to bring stability and balance within and without. Okay, so that's just a general overall theme. Now we're going to go into the past. So what was affecting us the past of 2018, let's say, 2018. for all signs. Ugh, it's a big chunk. No, we're just going to take the one that came out. Okay. So we have recognition and reward. We have sacrifice. We have financial and material changes and intuition. Okay, so the past year in 2018, we've seen a lot of sacrifice in the place of the physical realm. So we may have gone through a lot of changes in our living situation, in our physical ability to earn money. So jobs, careers, passions, hobbies, anything like that, that you relate to any kind of physical or emotional reward, because recognition and reward doesn't necessarily have to be just about money. This could be somewhere in your life that you feel that you expanded in some way, or that you were striving for a goal of any kind. Now, this did require some sort of sacrifice to get there. And of course, that's going to come hand in hand. When you want something, you're going to have to give up the things that are holding you back from achieving that goal. Which brought financial and material changes, whether positive or negative. This was definitely something that occurred for all of us in some way. And I can personally relate to this and resonate with this. There was some very positive financial and material changes, and there was negative ones. And that is part of the sacrifice. I feel as though it's a karmic thing. 2018, there was a lot of karma being purged. There was a lot of karma coming up. And this was to release the burdens that were blocking the intuition. So when we have a lot of karmic blocks, we're unable, or we're too heavy to connect to our higher self. So releasing these karmic blocks, these burdens, literally in our energy, allows us to become lighter and reach higher, and therefore connect with that higher version of our multidimensional self and be that multidimensional self, that higher self, using the intuition as a tool to guide you through these changes that have taken place, all of these changes. So, what else are we wanting to know here? I'm going to put these aside for a minute. Okay. Angels, what do you have for us? What were we working on in 2018 as a collective for all signs? It's this one. Yes, okay, that's it. So that's funny that this card specifically came out, because as I've been prompted to go through what I'm going through right now, this keeps coming out for me. So career transition was a big one in 2018 and going forward into 2019 as well. So we got sensitivity, and this is about us, again, this goes hand in hand with intuition. So our sensitivity is directly linked to our higher self, our empathic abilities, our clairvoyant, or any clair for that matter, is linked to sensitivity, how sensitive you are. If you're dulling your ability to perceive emotion or higher energies, then of course your intuition is going to feel off or blocked, or you're not receiving the signals that you need to be able to know what to do in the moment or going forward. So this sensitivity is actually a strength, not a weakness. It can be a little bit overwhelming in the constructed society that we have now, which is all about pushing through and, working like 60-hour weeks and pushing yourself to the limit, and you get by with coffee and cigarettes and alcohol. But that's not conducive to sensitivity. That's numbing. Those are numbing qualities to keep you in that cycle. And that's not serving your higher self. That's not serving you being in your essence of in one with your intuition. So it's about us coming back into our ability to perceive at all levels, not just the physical level. So what does this say? This is Archangel Haniel. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. So honoring these feelings and not pushing them aside or masking them or trying to cope in some way, finding coping mechanisms, because these sensitivities can be a little bit overwhelming. So this is going to be about grounding, centering, finding the stability, finding the compassion, not only for others, but for yourself. Find compassion for yourself and honor how far you've come, honor where you're at right now. And this in itself will release those burdens and blocks. And this will allow you to perceive things from a higher perspective. And this is what shifts not only your energy, but the timelines that you live within. Okay, so next, we have divine order. Everything is in divine order. Archangel Raguel, everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see the underlying order. So 4, again, relates to order, divine order. And when I see a lot of 4s around me, I see 444 or 44, anything with 4s in it repeating, it's often an indication of support and divine divine support from your angels, from your guides, from the ascended masters that are around you, because everybody has a team of light that backs them up. These are other expressions of you, because we are all one. So this divine order comes to bring stability and structure. When you understand that everything is happening at the exact right time, in the exact right way, and there is no wrong path and there is no wrong choice, that's when you can truly let go and trust and have faith in the process and move forward with confidence. And there we have Spread Your Wings coming up next, which is amazing. So Archangel Ariel, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. So everything that we've gone through in 2018 has been building us up to this moment for this change, for this opportunity to spread our wings in divine order, to embrace our sensitivity and see it as a strength, to be able ultimately to have a career transition. Now, this may not be a career specifically for everybody. Like, this doesn't necessarily mean that you have to quit your job and go and do something else. For some, it might. For me, it does. But for others, this may just mean a transition in your way of thinking or your way of believing, especially when it comes to the physical. So seeing things, how you earn money or save money, or how you manifest things in your reality. This is what is changing. It's shifting. We are being shown a new way of doing things, or we've learned a new way of doing things. And then now we're going to move forward with that. So this career transition can mean whatever it means for you. So take it how it applies. And again, this is a general reading, so I say it in every video, but I'll say it again. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody. If this doesn't resonate with you, then just take what does and leave the rest. All right, guys? So moving forward. With love. What did we see with love in 2018? Love and romance. Okay. Whoa. Love and romance 2018. Yeah. Okay. Deception popped out right away. I experienced that. Whoa. Okay. Oops. Sorry, guys. My headphone fell out. Okay. So we got let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. That again goes hand in hand with divine order. So similar messages that we're getting here for 2018. Making the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So this goes hand in hand with intuition. Taking the steps you're guided to take. This takes you being in tune with yourself and with the energies around you. So embrace that sensitivity, because that's what's going to allow you to feel confident about the decisions that you're making going forward. Healing family issues. Yeah, I think that was a big one for a lot of people. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So for healing family issues, lineages, karmic timelines, especially as they relate to the immediate family as well as the extended family, because things are passed down genetically genetically through DNA, through epigenetics. If you don't know what epigenetics are, it's basically consciousness transforming the DNA as an adaptive evolutionary tactic. So I advise you to do some research on that because it's very interesting. I mean, I love it. But for me, this means breaking karmic ties. It means healing old karmic cycles and timelines that were linked through our ancestry. And from that, being able to be free and unburdened going forward. So then deception was the one that popped out first. And this is one of the major ones that I experienced for myself in my love life in 2018. Not necessarily from others, yes, from others as well, but more so from myself. I feel like I was not willing to see things for the way that they really were because I had put up these blocks and because I had dulled my sensitivity, let's say. So again, this goes with everything that has come up so far, but it says here someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So again, it's not that the other person is wearing a mask, it's a false self mask. It's self-deception. It's tricking yourself into the illusion of something that is ultimately not for your highest good. So that sensitivity comes in, the healing comes in, you're letting go of these control issues, and we were able to transmute all of that self-deception and ultimately seek clarity through our intuition and through divine guidance. That's what I'm feeling for 2018. Okay, so I'm not even going to have to use the tarot, like the Rider-Waite, because I feel like that really just hit on everything that we needed to know. So let's go into the present. So what's going on in the present for all signs in 2019 at this most auspicious time of the dark moon solar eclipse in Capricorn? As the nodes have changed from Leo Aquarius to Capricorn Cancer, the energies have shifted big time. And this energy is going to be affecting us all the way through until I believe it was January of 2020. I'm not an astrologer, but I do a lot of reading on the subject just for my own personal interest and curiosity. Okay, so 2019, right now, the present moment, what are we working on? Okay. Okay, 4. Again, stability, they want 4. So the first one we have is crown chakra. So this goes hand in hand with intuition. So everything we've worked on in the past year is ultimately culminating in our connection to source, or rather allowing us to connect to source. So the crown chakra is located at the top of your head. You may feel its activation in the form of tingles, sensitivity in the top of your head, prickles. Sometimes I feel it like I'm literally wearing a crown, like I can feel like a circle of heaviness around the top of my head, and then in the center of my top of my head, it feels very light. There's a pillar of light that comes in through the crown of your head, which ultimately keeps you alive, I want to say. You know, this is the divine source energy that gives us life. This is our connection to the infinite energy that there is. So we have our own personal energy, but we also have our connection to source, which is unlimited energy. So this is us coming and connecting with our intuition. And 7 is a number of spiritual seeking, spiritual enlightenment, and trust and faith moving forward, knowing that you're on the right path. This is a confirmation that you're on the right path and that you are in alignment. And when you're in alignment, that's when things start to really unfold in a divinely guided, synchronistic way. What do we have next? We have positive movement forward. Perfect. And 8s represent the infinity. This is everything connected to everything else. We're going through cycles, and this part of the cycle is about positive movement forward. Let's see what else we got. We have harmony. This is the Lovers card, which is a 6. 6s resonate with the energy of harmony, which is exactly what this card is. So it's balance in relationships, love, balance between the physical and the non-physical. So, you know, the earthly realm and then the heavenly realm, if you want to think of it in that sense. But this is true love. This is partnership. This is soulmate, twin flame connection. I hear that and I feel that very strongly in 2019. And then we have the throat chakra, which is about communication. It's about authenticity, and it is about divine will as well. So aligning your will with divine will, because they're one. Ultimately, you are the divine. You are the fated creator of your life. So fives resonate with change, divinely guided change, as we saw in divine order. Everything is in divine order. Okay, that's really good. So that's where we're at right now. So definitely some chakras being activated, positive movement and harmony. Looks like 2019 is right now very positive, especially going through this transition. So let's jump into the angels for 2019. This is going to be a long video. Hope you guys are ready for this. I mean, we're already 20 minutes in. So, angels 2019, what are we working on? What do you have to tell us for all signs? Remember who you are. Yeah. All signs 2019, the present moment, right now. Overcoming difficulties. (2019) Nurture. Okay. So we have remember who you are. This is Archangel Michael. He's my go-to guy when it comes to anything that I want to cut cords with, any karma that I'm feeling, any negative vibes, or if I'm just feeling like I need some strength or some protection. Archangel Michael is the one that I invoke most often, most frequently, and he has very much helped me to feel more safe and secure and stable. So Archangel Michael says, you are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. And he has his sword, his righteous sword, which he is able to assist you in cutting ties or karmic bonds that are holding you back from remembering that divine essence of yourself, of becoming your true highest self. That's what he's there to support you with, and he will protect you through every stage of that process. So overcoming difficulties, Archangel Jeremiah, the worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. So I feel like a lot of us in 2018, there was a lot of challenges, there was a lot of karma to be resolved, there was a lot of triggers and things coming up to be purged, which can be and was difficult, but this is a divine message from the angels and from our guides and from our higher selves, assuring us that that is now behind us. This is a new age. This is a new year. This is a whole new energy. And we're moving out of the stagnancy and the burdens and the lack. And we're moving into a new age of abundance, prosperity, and unity. Unity. We're all going to be coming together. So the last card we have from the angels for 2019, in this present moment, we have nurture. Archangel Gabriel, as you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. So this is something that I do for myself, and I've taught other people to do as well. It is, or rather not taught, I don't like that word, shared. This is something that I do and I have shared with others. If it benefit them to do it as well, is to connect with your inner child, to nurture your inner child with your adult version of yourself. Okay, so for example, if there's something I'm scared of, I imagine, visualize my inner child, so myself as a child, and I envision myself now going to that inner child and giving her a hug. And I hold her and I tell her everything's going to be okay. And all of this, what we're going through, is for a purpose, and everything is in divine alignment, and just to trust and have faith and to know, I want her to know that I'm here for her, that I'm going to nurture her, that I'm going to protect her, that I'm going to love her unconditionally always, and that we're going to be safe. So that has been a big help in my journey, because the inner child can come out in ways not just related to fear, but the inner child can come out and have temper tantrums. The inner child can come out and, have anger, resistance, fear, lack. All of these emotions can be tied not just to our childhood as we remember it, but also to the impressions that we and the beliefs that we created as a child. So this is reprogramming your inner child to exist in a state of trust and love. That has been really, really big for me. So 2019, thank you. Let's get into the romance angels. What happened, or what's going on at the present moment when it comes to love and romance. Present moment, all signs. Love yourself first. Yeah, so I was just talking about self-love. Present moment, please. Passion. Whoa. And finances and career. Okay. Oh, one more, sorry. Okay. So I feel like these two go hand in hand because they landed really close to each other. So the first one we have is love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And then with that, we have it's safe for you to love. So open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So when you love yourself first, you do open yourself up to receive love. Only when you are full can you accept the love from others, because everyone else is just a mirror of you. So if you don't love yourself, you're going to experience in your reality people that aren't giving you the love that you want, or that you feel that you deserve, but you have to believe it truly in your heart. Because a lot of us go out looking for love because in our heads, we want it, we know we deserve it, but in our hearts, there's still that niggling little doubt saying, am I worthy? Am I good enough? Do I even love myself? And that's where nurturing your inner child comes in, is really giving yourself that love in a slightly more tangible way. Really imagine it. Use your imagination, because your imagination is the tool of creation. Your consciousness is a creator God, and the imagination is how we produce realities. So it's safe for you to love, but you'll know that when you love yourself. So then we have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So find things that you love in 2019 right now. This is a redirection. This is no longer focusing on the lack. This is focusing on what you have. This is focusing on what you're passionate about. What brings you joy? What sparks your joy? I was watching the new Netflix series of the KonMari method. And it's just a method of tidying your house and organizing and cleaning, but it's so much more than that. It's a philosophy. It's a way of looking at objects and things and yourself as well as what brings joy into your life. Does this piece of item, now I can't speak, does this piece of clothing, this item, does this bring me joy? Does this spark joy for me? Does this bring me passion? So finding what brings you passion, what sparks your joy, and then flowing with that and letting go of everything that doesn't, everything that is just weighing you down. And then lastly, we have finances and career. So financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So this could be about saving money for the future going forward into 2019, because I do feel like there's going to be a lot of changes when it comes to career and housing and travel as well. So I'm being prompted myself, and so I relate this to you because there's probably people out there who can relate, that it's a time now to focus on what it is that brings us joy and how that is going to lead to us balancing our finances and career. So instead of working and feeling enslaved to the process of acquiring abundance, it's more about being in a state of abundance constantly and then letting the universe provide for you to manifest everything that you want just based on your state of being, rather than having to struggle to work for it. Now, I'm not saying don't go out and be productive and work. I'm saying, yes, put in the work, but not from a mentality of I have to do this, but rather from a mentality of I want to do this because it brings me joy. I want to do this because I love myself. I want to do this because it makes me feel stable and secure and happy. That's the key, happiness. And that's what's going to attract love in our life. So this, it seems to be very heavily focused on self-love and transitioning in careers as well, even though these are the romance angels. So, all right, now let's go into the rest of 2019. So, what does 2019 hold for us? All signs. One of them in here flipped around. There it is. Okay, that's all of it. So we have light. We have the heart chakra. We have movement, choices, decisions. We have emotional loss and the third eye chakra. Okay, so, and we have 5 cards. 5 is about change, and I see emotional loss as a 5 as well. So light being that, here I'll hold it up so you guys can see. Light being that energy that comes in to illuminate the path. The inner light that you have is ultimately what guides you and what allows you to see things clearly and move forward with confidence. So this is really coming in. There's light codes streaming in, activating our DNA. There's light codes streaming in, activating our heart chakra and our third eye chakras, which we're seeing here. Which is allowing us to feel our way and also to see our way. So this is very beneficial, especially 19, which is 2019. So this is the year of light. And 2019 in numerology equals a 3, which is about expression, expansion, creativity. We're being guided into being our version of self that is wise and confident. That's what they're saying to me right now. And 3, when I see 3s, I always associate it with the Ascended Masters. So guidance, being guided. So then we have heart chakra, which I touched on. So this is an activation in the heart chakra that allows us to feel empathy, that allows us to make decisions from a heart-based place rather than from like an intellectual standpoint. So this is freeing us from the physical world and allowing us to tap more tangibly into the non-physical, the energetic realm, because the heart chakra is our connection to the higher realms. The third eye allows us to see the higher realms and to see through the illusion of the physical, but the heart chakra is ultimately the most powerful in that it allows us to feel it. Because when you know, seeing something is in some way is believing, but really feeling something, that's believing. When you feel it and you know it in every fiber of your being, there's no question there. There's no doubt. There can be no illusion because you simply know. You feel it. So movement, choices, decisions. So this is us stepping out now, once we've completed all of these cycles, seen seen fit to lift the veil and see through the illusion, now that we can actually sort of get an idea of where we're going and we're trusting in the process, there's going to be movement, there's going to be choices, and there's going to be decisions to be made. So this could be, I'm seeing a lot to do with finances and career. And it's going to be something that's going to lead you to your purpose. This is very purposeful. This is not just something that you do. This is something that you are. This is leading you to the reason why your soul came here, because your soul didn't come here to, you know, work at a Joe job. Not to demean anybody who's working a Joe job, because we all do. You know, this is the 3D reality that we live in. But this is about us transcending that and stepping out of that mindset, because even just now, I just did it. I was just stuck in that mindset, like, oh, we all have to do it. It's just the reality. No, it's not. Let's create a new one. I'm constantly working at this myself as well, and I'm not going to say that I'm quite a master of it yet, but I'm remaining aware and countering myself when I fall back into those old thought processes and programming. So this is a choice that I'm making, and this is a decision to move forward out of that limited mentality. Just for an example for you guys. So emotional loss, I feel like this is movement and changes. All of these things can bring an emotional loss, because you do have to let go of the old to be able to have something new. I'm not seeing this as a negative. I'm not seeing this as, you know, all the crap that we went through in 2018. That was like a whole different ball game when it comes to emotional loss. The emotional loss of 2019 is going to be seen from a different perspective by us. So it's not going to be the limiting, soul-crushing emotional loss that we experienced in the past. It's going to be an expansive type of voluntary letting go, which doesn't necessarily mean that it's easy, but when you see it from that higher perspective, it does make it a little bit softer. It's not quite so painful. You know, it still hurts, but it's not, you don't feel completely defeated. It's that sense of, okay, I have to do this, and here's why. And it's going to bring about opportunities and growth. So when you see that and when you feel that from your heart chakra and your third eye chakra, that's when you're going to be able to move through transitions a lot easier with less blocks and less resistance. So the less resistance you have moving through these changes, the easier it will be on you. So seeing things from the light perspective, seeing things from above, knowing that everything happens for a very divinely guided reasons, like we saw with divine order. Everything is happening very precisely. So it's about remaining faithful and trusting in the process, having faith in ourselves. Third eye, so that's, you know, that's us awakening. That's us seeing through the illusion, seeing through all of this. I pretty much talked about this already, so I feel like we can move on. But the third eye for me has been really activating the past couple of nights specifically. I've been feeling a lot of pressure in my forehead, a lot of expansion through my third eye, connecting the heart to the third eye, which is funny because these two came up together. So it's the heart, literally the heart speaking to the mind and vice versa, but the heart is more intelligent. So the mind is now being quieted so that it can hear the sacred wisdom of the heart. Okay, so let's move on. Continuing with 2019 from the angels. Angels, woo! Prosperity, you wanted to shoot out there very, very strongly. So we have Archangel Ariel, your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. So I do feel like 2019 is going to be a year of manifestation. So we're being asked to let go of everything that's holding us back, which we've done a lot of in 2018. So 2019 is more about the integration of our ability to manifest now. So watch things become real. Write it down and watch it become real. When you put it on paper and you make it physical, watch how fast it gets physical. Okay, that's a lot, so we're just going to stick with these. So we have clairsentience, which goes hand in hand with sensitivity, which came up in the past category. And this is what I was talking about with the heart chakra. So clairsentience is the ability to feel, it's like the sixth sense of being able to feel the energies around you. So this is Archangel Raguel. Notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. So again, this is your sensitivity guiding you. This is you listening to the physical sensations that you have. For me, just so you guys have an example, let's say, okay, so let's say I'm at the store and I have two things, and there's two options of things that I want to buy, two different brands. And I know this is really mundane, but just so you guys can get an idea. So I'll hold one in my hand and I'll feel whether I'm leaning towards it or whether I'm leaning away from it. And I'll feel whether I feel expansive when I'm holding it or if I feel a little bit constricted. And then I'll do the same thing with the other product. And whichever one I feel the most drawn to, the most expansive with, that's the one I'm going to go with, because that's the one I'm going to like the best. So clairsentience, you know, it can be used from every little thing like that to much larger things, like feeling what somebody's intentions are for you, feeling whether somebody is loving or whether they have negative intentions, feeling the energy in a room. Feeling the presence of spirits around you, feeling the presence of angels around you, feeling the emotions of others and of yourself. So these are this is a very innate skill that we all have. It's just about whether you become in touch with it or not, or in tune with it. So next we have life review. Oh boy. So this is Archangel Jeremiah. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. So that I feel a lot of us did transitioning from 2018 to 2019. It's kind of a natural thing that you do as the year changes. We kind of sit back and look at 2018 and go over everything. And I really hope that you didn't just look at all of the negative things that happened. I really hope that when you did this review of the year, that you picked out a lot of the things that were very positive for you. Because there's always going to be both, but it's what you focus on and what you give your energy to that really makes the difference in your vibration and in your prosperity moving forward. Focusing on the good, being an optimist, that is what attracts abundance into your life. So it's worth it to reprogram your mind if you're constantly being pessimistic or even a realist. It's more beneficial to be an optimist. That's just my personal opinion. Take it or leave it. Now, this can also signify life review, as in going through these changes in our career and our life purpose. This is on a larger scale. This can be us reviewing our entire life, why things happened the way they did, where that has brought us, what chapter we're in our story, and where we think our story is going to go. So look at all of the pieces and put them together like a puzzle. You know, that is the goal of living this life, is to try and understand things from a higher perspective, to look at things objectively rather than just seeing them in the moment as the subject or being at the will of your life. Rather, look at your life as something that you create, and therefore you've always created it. You either doing it unknowingly or you're doing it knowingly. So look at all of the things in your life and piece it together to see what you're trying to teach yourself and how you can improve on that. So then we have Beloved One, Archangel Chamuel. I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. So like I said, I do feel with the Harmony card, there's a lot of twin flame energy. That's actually one of the reasons I've been absent from the readings for the past month. I have been going through a twin flame union. And with that, there's a lot of things coming up because, as you know, your twin flame is your mirror. They're you. And so nothing can exist that blocks the two of you. So when you physically come together, you really have to start getting to work on the deep, dark shadow things that have lain dormant for so long, which weren't able to be worked on until you see them directly in your mirror. So it's a very good thing, but it's difficult. So, but I feel really blessed that that's happened. So beloved one, know that you are a divine being and you do have divine counterparts of yourself. And by that, I mean that every other person is a mirror of you. And you may be one of those that has one direct counterpart, like a split in the soul, where you have an actual twin flame, or you may be someone who has soulmates and different partners and sees everyone in your life as a counterpart. And I think we're all that, because we're all one. So now, on that note, let's go on to the romance angels for 2019. What does 2019 hold for us all signs in love and relationships? New love. What does 2019 hold in the way of relationships and love? Engagement and religious factors. And one more, please. Oh, two more. Oh, three more. It was a lot. So we have soulmate. So that's basically what I was just talking about. Give your relationship a chance, and retreat. Okay. So let's go into these a little bit more deeply here. So new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that there is a new love to come. This could be a reignition of the romance that you have with somebody who came into your life recently, or somebody that came back from the past, or this could be just a new level of love. But for those of you that this is an actual new love coming in 2019, this will come when you first love yourself, because that's what we saw in the present moment. And this is going to be about balancing the polarities within yourself and being able to heal that your self-worth and your self-love to come into a higher version of you, because that attracts the type of love that you really need. That's that soulmate love. That's, yes, this is your soulmate. Now, this Romance Angels doesn't have a twin flame card, but I do see the soulmate card as either or, because soulmates and twin flames are very similar. So I know people are going to give me flack for saying that, but it's just labels, guys. Like, let's not get so hung up on the labels. It's about the energy. It's about the love. It's about the lessons. That's what love and relationships are all about. And so we have engagement. And your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So this can mean an actual engagement being proposed to, or this can mean, just as it says here, ascending to a higher level. So this could be, you know, going from seeing each other to dating, or from dating to moving in together and living together, or, you know, anything from texting to calling. For those that relates to. So take what resonates and leave the rest. But it also says give your relationship a chance. So work on your partnership. So this is working on yourself, ultimately. Working on yourself is going to help you to flourish and blossom in relationships. That's what I'm feeling from that. Then we have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So again, we're coming back now to finances and career, the life transition, career transition, life purpose. This is that sensitivity. This is, especially if it's a twin flame relationship, a lot of twin flames are coming together in 2019, if they haven't begun to already, in different waves, to be able to heal karmic timelines and work together to walk the spiritual path. Because as they do this, they increase the frequency of the planet, and this is helping in the collective ascension. So that's the whole purpose of twin flames. And then retreat. I don't see retreat as a negative card. I see retreat as almost like a honeymoon card. This is about getting away together, as you can see in the picture. This is about disconnecting from the physical reality and sharing that spiritual space as one, which I have very much felt in the past couple of weeks. I've been feeling a union and integration at the 5D level with my twin flame, as well as in the physical, and we've both experienced that. So it's kind of a strange feeling, but it feels normal. It feels good. But from the ego or the mind perspective, from the logical perspective, it's kind of like, oh, what's happening? What is this? I'm two people at once. But this meditation and this giving yourself sacred space to be able to connect is what's going to allow you to really level up and have this ascension to a higher level. All right. Okay, so we are at 49 minutes. I'm going to stop there because I think that we got everything that I really wanted. I felt very inspired to do this reading, which I haven't been feeling lately. So this was meant divinely guided. This was divinely guided to be put forth for you guys. So I really hope that you enjoyed it. My intention for these readings is always to share love and light with you guys and to give you guidance and support where you need it. I really hope that you got at least one message or that you felt supported and loved in some way from this reading. All right, guys, I'm glad to be back. Again, I'm sorry that I was absent for so long, and I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you for watching, guys. Okay, bye.